Good evening. Welcome to episode 7 of A Case for the Blues. And just like the title, Nico Jackson burst West Ham bubble with a 3-0 away win. I think that's our third one in a row this season already. Good start from Enzo Maresca. First manager since 2016 to achieve that in his first three away games. I think the last person to do it was Pep. So, yeah, good start and, yeah, buzzing after that win. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm not going to do just like I said at the start of the season. Obviously, we're only 5 games in, but like I said, let's not do the overreactionary when we lose. Let's not overreact. It's too early in the season, so I'm going to do the same and say let's not overreact with this win. But that was enjoyable today. Obviously, being West Ham, London rivals. I guess in the manner that we won it as well, that was a nice watch today. I enjoyed myself today. Good to be a Chelsea fan today. If you're watching that, um, I wouldn't say it was the easiest of games, even though the scoreline's 3-0. I don't think it tells the full picture. I mean, the first maybe half an hour, 25 minutes, we looked like we was going to be on course to absolutely thump them like we did at Stamford Bridge last season. But after that, they grew into the game, West Ham, and they caused us quite a bit of well, not quite a bit. They caused us quite a lot of issues. Um, just watching Real Madrid as well. Rodrigo still in him? Nah, what is Mbappe, man? Poor, poor. Anyway, yeah, so this caused us quite a bit of problems towards the end of this first half. Was very, very, very lucky not to get a penalty. In my eyes, that's a penalty all day. I don't know what Fafana's doing in that situation, pulling, I think it was Somerville back, and he caused Fafana issues all day. Taking him off in the second half, the West Ham fans booed the decision, and I agree. I thought he was giving Fafana grief all day long. I didn't think Fafana had a very good game today. That's like his second game in a row where he's been quite poor. Um, but yeah, obviously we started well. 4 minutes in, Jadon Sancho passes the ball to Nico Jackson. For some reason, West Ham didn't want to press Nico, and he's just gone through and just slotted it in. It was a good finish at the end of the day, but I think West Ham have to do a little bit better with their defending in that sense. Another assist for Jadon Sancho. That's 2 in 2. So thank you, Manchester United. Always. Um, and yeah, we keep up the pressure. Midfield looked wide open for West Ham. We was just running through it. We had a lot of space. You were chasing the ball quite a lot. And then yeah, another good pass through from Caicedo, who had an absolutely fantastic game. I'm going to have a little look at his stats in a minute, but I thought he was brilliant today. Ball's played through to Jackson. He's quick. You ain't catching him. You're not catching him. Runs through and he finishes it. Finishes it nicely. Nice and cool. 2-0. At that point, I thought, yeah, we're looking good. We could go on to absolutely thump these. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I know what it's like at West Ham away. I mean, before the game, I was not, I weren't keen on the game. I wasn't exactly thinking we was going to go there and get an easy result. We always seem to struggle at West Ham away. But yeah, and like what they did, they grew back into the game in the first half. Should have had a penalty without a doubt. They scored a cracking goal with Kudos, but that was offside. Obviously, it was offside. Um, yeah, and you troubled us. You troubled us. I think you had the most chances in the first half. I think you had more possession. Um, but saying that, you have to watch the game. I mean, the stats don't tell the full story. I actually think Chelsea did play really well today. Um, and yeah, we go into the second half. The manager, Lopetegui, if you saw him in that first half, he was screaming for 45 minutes at his players. going absolute berserk, and then he takes off. Was it Rodriguez, the new signing, brings on Suchek. Um, I did think that had a slight impact. I think it did work a little bit. Obviously, not enough, but it worked to an extent. Oh, by the way, Paqueta and Kudos, absolutely brilliant players. That Paqueta, very tricky player. You, you just don't know what he's going to produce. He's a very good player. I don't think he'll be at West Ham for much longer, unfortunately, West Ham fans. Kudos is another one. I actually wanted to sign Kudos at the start of the season. Obviously, we've gone with other options, but he's always a threat. Always a threat. But yeah, so going into the second half, obviously Lopetegui's obviously fuming. You could see it in his face. And we come out straight away and get a goal. Literally 47th minute. Nico Jackson gets the ball again. You're backing off. He slots it into Palmer. Good finish. I need to rewatch it, but I think it had a little deflection, to be fair. But yeah, we're 3-0 up. Game's put to bed. All we needed to do was cruise control. And I felt like we did at that point. We just managed the game well after that point, which is yeah, sometimes we don't do that as Chelsea. I mean, over the last 2 seasons, we've struggled in the second halves, and we let teams get back into it. But today we isolated them. We didn't allow that to happen. Second half become a little bit of a. I'm not going to say a walk in the park. It's a bit of a strong word. It wasn't that easy, but I felt like it was comfortable. And if you're a West Ham fan and you're looking at how we're going to get anything out of this, and you see our subs warming up, and you see Nkunku coming on, and then Felix, you just think, bloody hell, what can we do here? Neto coming on, yeah. I mean, the depth that we've got in the team at the moment, and the quality of the depth coming on, yeah, yeah, we're looking good, man. I mean, today I felt like we was cooking up something. Starting to click. It's really starting to click. But that's why I said don't overreact at the start of the season. You've got to give it a little bit of time. Obviously, a new manager and new systems, etc. But if you actually watched how Chelsea played and you saw the little link ups that we were producing, I'm not surprised that we're getting to the position that we're in now. But let's not get too excited because it is still really early doors. Still a lot to do. Still a lot to do. I think defensively we've got to be a little bit stronger. We've got to be a bit more of a solid unit as a team. Um, in terms of the actual defence, I thought they actually done a good job today. I thought Cucurella is just, I think he's fantastic. He's starting to be the player that I thought we were signing when we signed him for Brighton. Obviously, his first season was shocking. Um, I just like the way he plays, the way he presses off the ball, the way he defends, puts his body on the line all the time. I just thought he had a good game today. I think Colwell and Tosin both had a good game. I think Tosin's growing on me a little bit, Paul's. Um, the more he plays, the more comfortable I am with him being in the team. I mean, the other occasions that we've seen him in the team, he's played with Badia, Shelley, and Disassi next to him, and that's not a good combo. So I don't think he's looked the greatest in that back line with them in it. Fofana, again, another poor game from him. That's 2 games on the trot. Maybe it's because he's playing right back. I don't know. Obviously, the last game he was centre back, he had a poor game. But today, maybe it's because he's right back. We've just got to get one of them two fit, either Gusto or Reece James. But the reality of the situation, and I've put the question out there. I think in January we need to start looking at a right back because we can't be doing this every single season. It's getting too much now. Unfortunately, as much as it pains me to say it, but I do think we need to look at our options on that right back position now. We look at Moises Caicedo. I thought he was an absolute rock today in the middle. Absolutely solid. Tackles, interceptions, passing. He was all over the place. All over the place. I thought he was brilliant today. If Nico Jackson hadn't got the 2 goals and the assist, I probably would have given Caicedo the man of the match award. I thought he was brilliant. I just want to get up his stats actually. Hold on. Let me get them up. So made the most tackles in the match and won the most duels in the match, which is not a surprise. He got an 8 this is off of FootMob. He got a 8.5 rating, played the full 90. Wasn't expecting him to get a goal, although he did have a chance. He got 1 assist, 87% accurate passes, 47 out of 54. That's not a bad passing record. Chances created 1, big chances 1, blocked shots 1, didn't have a shot on target, didn't have a shot off target. I'm sure he did though. I'm sure he did have a shot. Passes into the final third, 8. Accurate crosses, 1 out of 2, 50%. Accurate long balls, 2 out of 5, 40%. Tackles 1, 4 out of 8, 50%. 2 blocks, 2 clearances, 2 headed clearances, 1 interception, 4 recoveries, dribbled past twice. Duels, ground duels 1, 10 out of 12, 83%. That's a good record. That aerial duels 1, 3 out of 4, 75%. Was fouled twice and committed 1 foul. That's a decent game from Moises Caicedo. And do you know what? Every game is getting better. Every single game. That's like, well, I can say for the last 3 games I've been saying he's been playing all right. So he's doing something right. Enzo's getting a tune out of him. Enzo in the middle as well. Thought he played okay today. Didn't rip up trees, but you know he done well. We had Noni Madueke on the right. I felt like he struggled to get into it a bit today. He had a chance. There was one time the ball come over to him in the right hand side, and he did some crazy touch, ridiculously brought it down ridiculously. Sorry, and he crossed it in, and there was nobody in there to get on the end of it. But what a touch! He had a chance where he dragged it wide. I think there was another chance where he was just a little bit, like his decision making. He takes a little bit too long with the decision making on what he's going to do. And he wasted an opportunity. It went down the other end, and West Ham had it. I think that might have been the led to the penalty decision. You know, I'm not sure. I need to go back and double check it. Cole Palmer in the 10. First half, I didn't think he was in the game. I didn't think he had much impact in the game. West Ham players leaving it in on him after every challenge. I think he's going to get a lot of that this season. I won't be surprised this season if he don't pick up an injury, to be honest. I mean, it's not the first game. I think the last game as well against Bournemouth, they were kicking him about a bit. He's got to be protected, I'm honest. If I'm honest, he's got to be protected. But, I mean, he's playing more centrally now, so he's going to be in and around them challenges. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, obviously, when it goes out into the second half, he grabs the goal. And that's the quality of Cole Palmer. Good finish, good run, good link up with Jackson. Them two have got a good little partnership going on there. And that's what we need him for. And then we managed to rest him as well. We bring on, I think it was Nkunku for him. Or was it Felix? I think it was Felix came on for Palmer. So he's rested for the next game, which is good. This is why everybody's talking about this 42-man squad. You need a big squad. This is what I like. We've got depth. No Arsenal out here. You know, we've got depth in our team. Left wing, Jadon Sancho, obviously second assist in 2 games. I'll be honest with you though, after that assist, I didn't really think he done much. But he does bring a bit of skill. He's very good on the ball. Sorry, Espanyol nearly scored from about 45 yards. Sancho. I didn't really think he did much after the assist, to be honest. I didn't really think he had much of an impact. But I don't think he had a bad game. Just thought it was normal performances out of him. And then obviously you've got Nico Jackson, who put in a man of the match performance, to be fair. 2 goals, Well taken, both of them. The assist for Cole Palmer, and it wasn't just that today. It was the dropping in deep, holding up the play, linking up the play. There was whoever the number 24 was for West Ham. Let me get it up. Let's have a little look. He absolutely ripped him at one point. Made it like if I can get the clip up, I'll clip it because it was embarrassing. I think it was Rodriguez. Yeah, 24 is Rodriguez. Absolutely done him at one point. Absolutely done him. Yeah, so well deserved man of the match performance from Nico. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, before the game, uh, the lineup that I actually tweeted out that I expected to see was Nkunku starting up top, giving him a shot. I thought he deserved the shot after the win at Bournemouth. I didn't have Madueke starting. I had Neto, and then pretty much everything else of the lineup was exactly how I predicted it to be. But I understand why Enzo stuck with Madueke and Jackson. Um, so I wasn't really too bothered. It's just more what I wanted to see. Just wanted to see that lineup to see how it would pan out. I mean, we did kind of see it towards the end of the game. Um, we had Nkunku come on. I thought he'd done all right. I think at that point the game was pretty much won, and it became a case of let's try and get a fourth if any of us can get a goal kind of thing. João Felix again thought he'd done all right. There was a good little move towards the end where it went out wide. I can't remember who it was out on the left hand side, and it was passed into Enzo, and then Enzo passed it into Felix, who hit it against the side netting. I thought, yeah, oof, if that went in, that would have been a really good goal, but it didn't. So we are where we are. Um, Neto, I thought he done okay when he come on. He had to defend quite a bit when he first come on, and I thought he was struggling with that a little bit. But again, thought he done well when he came on, and we also had Disassi come on. Now, when he come on, obviously everybody knows my thoughts on Disassi. I was thinking, oh, here we go. But he actually done all right. I'll give credit where credit's due. He come on, he done all right. To be fair, I'm not going to moan at him. I thought he played well, done his job, and also Sanchez in goal. I thought Sanchez is. I think he's been really good recently. To be fair, he's just got. Sometimes he don't give me confidence in goal because of the stuff that he does when he's pissing around at the back, passing out at the back. It's like he shows off a little bit, and you can always see it going wrong. Um, but to be fair, his kicking today was quite good. I think there was just one wobbly moment where he passed it to their player, and you're just thinking, "Oh, come on, Sanchez, what are you playing at?" But yeah, made good saves. I don't think he was really tested, but I thought his positioning was great for the corners as well. He did well on the corners. So yeah, I can't really say much about Sanchez. I thought he done all right today. But if we just have a little look at the actual stats of the game. So the overall stats, our expected goals is 2.48. That is high. Yeah, I mean, I don't really pay attention to expected goals. I don't know fucking how it's all. The number of goals a certain team or player is expected to score based on the quality and number of shots taken. Okay, just watch the game. Do you know what I mean? I get that. I mean, I kind of get it because I didn't really see, other than the first half, West Ham scoring a goal. I didn't. The second half, I didn't see them scoring at all. Um, anyway, ball possession. West Ham had more ball possession. They had more goal attempts, more shots on goal, equal amounts shots off goal, more blocked shots, more corners, more offsides, more throw-ins, more fouls, more yellow cards, of course, and more passes. So, I mean, the stats make it seem like West Ham had a really good game. I'll be honest with you, I don't actually think they did. I thought they weren't up to scratch today. I thought they were a bit poor, but I can see that there is a little bit of they're dangerous at times. I mean, with Summer, I couldn't believe he took Somerville off. I think he's a good little outlet. Somerville, Kudos, and Paqueta. That three there, he's a dangerous three. I'm not overly convinced with Bowen up top. I think you need a proper striker to play up top. Although I do think Bowen's a good finisher. I remember the Europa Conference League final. That was a brilliant goal, man. But yeah, I mean, the be all and end all is Chelsea walk away with the 3 points in a game that, I thought was going to be a very difficult one, but it felt like, it felt like a little. Like first half, I thought we was really comfortable, even though there was a wobbly moment. But that makes us, what after today's results, Aston Villa got a win. Obviously, Liverpool get a win; they go top now. But that win pushes us into 4th place, above Arsenal, above Newcastle, obviously by on goal difference. Brighton play tomorrow. If they win, they go above us. Manchester United dropping points again. I don't know what's going on with that club, but that puts us in a good position at the moment. So that's 4 games, 3 wins and a draw. Next match we've got is Brighton, so that's going to be at home. That's going to be an interesting game. So yeah, I think we have a. Let me just check. I think we have got actually. Next week we do have. Yeah, we do. EFL Cup game against Barrow. Oh, that's going to be tough, isn't it? Tough little game that. Nonetheless, we've got to win it. So that's on the 24th. That's next week, and then the 28th we play Brighton. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share where you can. It's much appreciated when you do. Do you know what? I actually wanted to do a live today for this West Ham, but I had to do some stuff with the family, so I will be doing it. I will get a live out there, I promise. And stay tuned for some live streaming of some FC25. I've got the game now. I'm going to start my ultimate team and try and get my Pro Clubs player up. Leander, he's back. But yeah, as I said, like, subscribe, comment. Check out all my other channels, my TikTok. Got quite a good one out there today on Mudryk. I told everybody he's got 6 months left at this club, and the rumours are out there that he's leaving in January, or we're open to selling him in January. I told you, if he's not ripping up trees, the guy's going to go. If we can do it to Sterling, if we can do it to Chalobah, what is protecting this player? Nothing. If we can do it to Chilwell, what's protecting this player? Nothing. In January, the kid goes. Especially now Jaden's here, of course. I can't see him getting any minutes, I'll be honest with you. He must be doing a madness in training to get a start. Well, he play against Barrow. Let's see how he does against them. And the other one was about an Arsenal player, Martinelli, questioning him, because obviously everybody gets on to players like Garnacho, Mudryk, who else? There's plenty out there. But Rashford, a couple of names out there. But why is nobody getting onto Martinelli? Because this guy has lived off of that slip against Chelsea ever since it happened. And since then, done nothing. He played well under Emery. Under Arteta, nothing. So my question is Arteta really getting the best out of some of your players? Obviously, your defence, unreal. But is he getting the best out of all the other players? Saying that, credit where credit. Obviously, I always give credit where it's due. The Raya signing is proving to be a good one, because he's been your best player this season so far. That save the other day against Atlanta for the penalty was ridiculous. That was good. I was in the airport and jumped up. Whoa, what a save. So yeah, that's good. Anyway, as I said, like, subscribe, comment where you can. Check out all my other channels. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.